Welcome, welcome. Welcome to stream. Oop, slightly on screen. There we go. Welcome, welcome. Hi. It's JayClan time. Oop, ad. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate, and then we are going to time skip. I see hair kit. We'll go through a recap of cats after the first time skip as we go for everyone. So, first time skip. No births or deaths. Also, I'm on light mode. I could change it back to dark, but I'm kind of lazy. Skip Fluff's soreness is gone. Thunder's rejection of Raven was very public. Everyone's still feeling awkward about it. Cloud Spots no longer has green cough. Basil has dislocated a joint. Big Storm has a running nose. Snapfistle got rejected by Stepdusk. Probably because Stepdusk is seeing someone else. Calamari's yellow cough is gone. Sparklemore's wound is no longer infected. Never mind, it is infected again. Magpie Freckle travels to Moss Clan to resolve some recent personal disputes. Got a running nose. Tulip Speckle no longer has a running nose. Tree Holly healed from the snake bite and is no longer has green cough. Branch Muzzle's paw is heavily injured from a 2-leg trap, not good. Slate Tails has stomach ache. Calypso has recovered from white cough, and Furled's leg has healed. And let's take a look at everyone. Hello, Wasp. Waspstar groans when someone says how sad he must be to have 3 legs. Waspstar says, get that ableism out of here. Air Dancer feels overworked, not a good start for our deputy. Timmy's feeling stressed taking care of the clan. Sorry for misgendering you in the video that came out June 1st. Him today. Mantis Breeze rolls around in the flowers. Wildbeam is wondering if clouds are as soft as they look. Cicada Burst is relieved that she broke up an argument before it started. And on that note, I have a list of the highest dislikes before we start. And there are a lot of high dislikes that we need to try to fix. So let's start with this. Let's see, where are you? Yeah, look at this, guys. Let's try to fix that. Okay, it didn't go down. Magpie Freckles relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. And then, let's see. Let's try to fix these ones, because, you know. Okay, it went down a little bit. We have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 different cats that are on 3 bars or more of dislike of other cats, so that's something to keep an eye on. Raven daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Yoshi is licking the bed. It is very distracting. Cloudspots is asking Pridequake an important question. Thunder is craving the taste of bird. Basil is fetching Stepdust for another cat that was looking for him. I don't know why he's licking the bed. He just is. Oh, is that when Stepdust rejected Snap? Calamari is strutting around confidently. High Snout is padding back and forth across camp. Sparklemore is complaining about being sent on Dawn Patrol. Oh, there's ads. Calypso enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Slipdawn volunteers to lead a patrol. Still has white cough. Rocky Pelt is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. She's responsible. Was she not responsible before? I cannot remember. Craving the taste of Vol. She used to be loving. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah, I do remember that. Also, sorry if I'm a little spacey. I didn't have that much sleep last night. Snapfistle is pranking Icicle Fleck. Garlic Fall is giving some advice to Tulip Speckle. Stepdusk wonders what Magpie Freckle is up to. Furled purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Also, just a heads up, JayClan is gonna be not inviting a lot of cats because Wasp is tired of rogues. Like, maybe if we find someone, like, injured or a baby or something. But not a lot of them. Pepper Patch cowers in his nest during a particularly rough storm. Branch Muzzle is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Pridequake wants to go on patrol. Tulip Speckle plans to visit the medicine cat. Ravenclaw pretends to be busy. Hollyleaf is drinking water from a nearby stream. Brindle Noise wonders if she would be better as a mediator instead. Icicle Fleck saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Do you know your sister yet? No. You still don't know your sister. Okay. Tree Holly is sparring with some clanmates. Larksnarf hopes the deputy assigns her to the next patrol. Tumbleram saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. We're not going to roll on mediators unless we just straight up don't have mediators. Twigbark helps out around camp in between his duties. Slatetail wonders what living with two legs must be like. Barkstorm wants to critique Calamari's fighting techniques. Shardfall can't keep up with Skipfluff. Stemflit is sharing tongues with Slatetail. Skipfluff feels her bones creak as she walks. Koala can't keep up with Kettlinger. Kettlinger is eavesdropping on Hairkit. And Hairkit jumps out of a hiding spot, startling Pepper Patch. Absolute baby. Love her. And I did get her born without a tail condition actually in. Someone mentioned to check on Saint Splash, like a long time ago. Hello. You're hissing at people. Wondering if everything was really worth it. Cleaning blood. Whimpering. Stalks angrily for the muck. Thought he heard a voice of a loved one. Thinks of the disapproving glares of her ex-clanmates while she trains. Snarls at any cat that comes near. Okay, Stoneshell. Well, patrol time. Tree Holly can go out with Rocky Pelt and Slatetail. Viper Clan sent us straight into the territory. Lost Viper Clan apprentice. Rocky Pelt chuckles and guides them home. Garlic Fall can go out with Pridequake and High Snout. I can hear a loud car and I'm realizing that the door upstairs is open. like the screen door is like closed, but the door is open. It'll be fine. Also, yes, we basically just started. The patrol is successful. Lark Snarf. Raven. Vervinclaw. Sounds a little strange, but perhaps it could work. Vervinclaw suggests finding squirrels sheltered in trees, climbing above them, and shaking the branches to scare them down. The idea is a little too far out there, and while they do manage a few small catches, the day is mostly wasted with little to show for it. Lark Snarf probably wasn't happy about that. JayClan does indeed have a fan wiki. There's a official one and one that I'm not really that into, but I forget which one is which. There's like an unofficial one that like I like better than the other one, but Stepdust, Tulip Speckle, and Big Storm. We don't need. We're not inviting cats. Why am I getting notifications to pop up on stream? I just got a Discord notification. Usually my OBS blocks that. Snapfistle can go with Cloud Spots and Wastar. Hello, we're still not inviting cats. Hollyleaf, Twig Bark, and Icicle Fleck. 2-on-1 fighting. Hollyleaf and Icicle Fleck team up against Twig Bark and thrash him easily. While Hollyleaf and Icicle Fleck congratulate each other, Twig Bark silently stews over this unfair, unbalanced training exercise. His clanmates don't notice his bad mood, which only makes him more irritable. Oh, Twig Bark. Tumble Ram, Pepper Patch, and Air Dancer. Odd sound coming from behind a rockfall. Large amount of prey. We get a rabbit. Let's send out Timmy with... Let's send you out with Wild Beam. Do not find babies. I'm pretending we didn't hear that. I swear every time I send out medicine cats with each other, they always just find the baby patrol. I want other patrols. I'm pretending that didn't happen. Mantis Breeze can go out with Barkstorm. I think it's glitched or something, because it happens, like, every time that you send out 2 medicine cats. Like, not every time, but it happens pretty much, like, most of the time. There is a presence. Mantis Breeze softly alerts the rest of the patrol of their visitor with respectful nods. The patrol pauses, tucks their paws together neatly, and sits to converse with the StarClan cat. Ooh, interesting. Furled Calamari. New fighting techniques. Night's practice session. And Calypso. Oh, Calypso, don't... Okay, pinned under the rocks, Calypso yowls until his voice is hoarse and his throat is sore, and thankfully a patrol passes by after a few hours and frees their hapless clanmate. Okay, so that's Moon 1. Okay, no deaths. Hairkit's gonna be Hairpaw. High Snout no longer has a running nose. Slipdawn no longer has white cough. Stepdust has a running nose. Thunder's wound is no longer infected. Thunder's claw wound has healed. Sparklemore's infection is gone again. Mantis Breeze has gotten a running nose. Lark Snarf has a running nose. Slate Tail no longer has a stomach ache. Brindle Noise's sprain is gone. Aww! Hairpaw got Pridequake. Wastar's former apprentice. That's adorable. Wastar doesn't regret his choice to leave his old clan. Air Dancer is worried High Snout is overworking herself. Yeah, on Pride Month, let's go. Timmy is playing a prank on Kettlinger. Mantis Breeze is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Wild Beam is craving the taste of rabbit. Jacada Burst sulks after Rocky Pelt takes the piece of praise she secretly wanted. I am going to once again attempt to fix this. Hello. Okay, it went down a little bit, down 1 bar. And then Magpie Freckles dismayed at how quickly her clanmates get into arguments. Let's try to fix... Are you Cloud? Yes. And... So let's try to fix this. Because, that's a lot. Went down a little bit. Raven is wondering if her 2 legs miss her. Yeah, JayClan kind of hates each other. Cloudspot saw a 2-leg kit playing with a dog. I'm doing my best to avoid murder, guys. Thunder tries to set a good example for younger cats. Basil is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Calamari is fetching High Snout for another cat that was looking for her. While High Snout feels restless. Sparklemore is feeling sassy. Calypso tries to set a good example for younger cats. Slipdawn is dozing off. Thank you for not dying from white cough like everyone that is even tangentially related to Hollowstar, I swear. Rocky Felt is sparring with some clanmates. Big Storm is relieved Leaf Air is finally over. 6,000 Strikes is playing in my headphones and it is making me want to sing, but I will not. Snapfistle almost got lost near some 2-leg nests. 600 strikes, not 6,000. I don't remember which one I said. Like I said, I'm a little eepy. I'm gonna drink some water before I'm gonna hydrate before I dihydrate. Complimenting Rocky Pelt's fighting techniques, keeps the warrior code in mind. Interesting that you're the one thinking that. Considering you have a half-clan mate. Well, not half-clan, you have a cross-clan mate. Frold thinks about StarClan. Pepper Patch tries to set a good example for younger cats. Branch Muzzle went out to hunt by herself while she has a mangled leg. Don't do that. Pridequake enjoys the warmth of New Leaf and has an apprentice. Tulipsuckle refuses to take training seriously. Is that why Air Dancer doesn't like you? Vervanclaw is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Hollyleaf saw a 2-leg petting a loner. Brindle Noise draws blood during battle training and coldly says it was an accident. Oh boy. Shrimp Shadow. For Step Dusk. Icicle Fleck is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Do you know Hair yet? I'm going to check every moon until you know Hair. You still don't know Hair. Tree Holly has Hair Kit very engaged and a very tall tail. Larksnarf wonders what Shardfall is up to. Tumbleram is asking Pridequake an important question. We could send Hair and Icicle out next moon, because I do kind of just want to send out Pride and Hair in the first moon. Twigbark needs a bit of time alone today. Okay, I'm going to send out Twig alone before I forget. Because Twig wants to be alone. That's Lark. That is Tumble. Please don't get kidnapped. Thank you. Immediately turns and heads for home to report this to the leader, alarmed by the sudden presence of two legs. Thank you. Mercy upon ourselves. Okay, Slate Tail's considering bending the rules a bit, just this once. Barkstorm is worried Calamari is overworking himself. Hairpaw got caught trying to sneak out of camp without a warrior. You are troublesome and quick to make peace. She's so cute. Shardfall is feeling gloomy. Stemflit saw a big scary dog. Skipfluff is feeling content. Koala is picking the birds from her pelt. Ketlinger is snoring in her sleep. And patrol time. Let's go send out Hare. I want to see what Hare gets up to. Is Hairpaw gonna steal a rabbit from Galaxy Clan on her first patrol? Yes. Yes, she is. That's so funny. Okay, so, let's send out a couple of crushes. So, Mantis has a crush on Twig. That's not Twig. We already sent out Twig. We can't send out Mantis. Wild and Lark have a thing going on. We go to the burial grounds. And Larkstarf stepped on a thorn. Let's see. So these two have something going on too. Not a badger set. Carefully considering their options, Cloudspots decide to set up a stakeout with the patrol when the badger, I can talk, pokes its head out of the ground at dusk. They're prepared, and in unison, everyone turns for home. The cats fade into the grass before their predator has even blinked the sleep out of its eyes. Let's see. Sparklemore is still down, so they can't do Timmy Sparkle. Air Dancer kind of likes a lot of cats. There's Stepdust, Snapthistle, Calamari, and Sparklemore. Cujo is barking upstairs. Sorry if you can hear that. So let's send out Air and Snap. Snapthistle brings Air Dancer aside as they work on their chores, asking for help with wording something difficult. Air Dancer gives them all her attention as Snapthistle talks about how, hypothetically, if they were interested in another warrior, how one might possibly go about talking to them about it. Okay, this is kind of funny because Snap just got rejected by Stepdusk. This feels like a romance anime misunderstanding arc. Okay, now let's just do a couple random ones. So, Slipped On. Actually, let's send you out with your mate. Hello, small dog. Wildstar hisses at the small dog, and the rest of the small team backs him up. We chase it out. I could send out Air Dancer with all the crushes next moon. All the ones available. Rocky Pelt with Tulip. Practice new fighting techniques. Nice practice session. Hollyleaf can go out with Brindle Noise and Icicle Fleck. Eat the Prey. Resist Temptations, thank you. Stepdust can go out with Ravenclaw and Barkstorm. 2 kits. Stepdust wouldn't be able to forgive himself if something happened to those kits. the Moss Clan kits. Brings them back to Moss Clan. Yeah, the only kit in Moss Clan is Sky Kit, and I forget how old Sky Kit is. Thunder, Furled, and Big Storm. Sorry, kitty pet, not right now. I'm going to try again. We'll see. Yeah, we're just not sending medicine cats out together. Not canon. It's not every time you send them out, but it is like 90% of the time, and it is annoying. Hydrate before you dehydrate. Tree Holly can go with Tumble Ram and Slate Tail. Last Race of Sunset. Tumble Ram knows exactly how to take advantage of the glowing gloom. Did I say glowing? I can talk. Garlic Fall can go with Raven. Practice teamwork. Everything seems to be going well, then Garlic Fall trips over his paws and introduces his muzzle to the ground at speed. Maybe they all need to go back to basics. StarClan slingshotting kits at Mantis and Timmy. And then let's send out Calamari. Ooh, possible StarClan dream. Definitely distracts him from his training, but Calamari uses the time by himself to put his thoughts in order. It was a sign from his ancestors. Now he needs to figure out what to do next. Garlic Fall fell. Calypso and Pepper Patch. Wounded cat near the Thunder Path. Childish, insecure. I'm gonna flip on my phone if we proceed on this. Because I did say the exception could be an injured cat or a kitten or something. Give me a second. And heads, they will take it. Tails, they won't. We're gonna proceed. Oh, it's a baby! The patrol approaches the injured cat and sees signs of life. Alarmed, they gently pick up the cat and take her back to camp to be treated by the medicine cat. Sweet Paw. Non-glitched kittens. I want to see the new baby. Hello. You're 10 moons old. Ooh, restless sleeper. Constantly climbing, sneaky. You were apprenticed to Furled. You have a broken back, so that is a bit concerning. Look at the baby! I hope you survive the broken back, because I would love to have another Dreamwalker or Strange Dreamer or Dream Shaper. And we finished. Okay. So let me save, and we will time skip. No births or deaths. Oh, Raven and Koala have become mates. We have mates, guys. It's not it's not the mates we were rooting for. And Raven is a little stinky, but you know, there's mates. Basil has recovered from her dislocated joint. Slipped on has heat stroke. Oh no. Big Storm's running nose is gone. Stepdust rejected Snapfistle publicly again. Sparklemore's tail is healed well. Magpie Freckle travels to ViperClan to resolve some hunting. Magpie Freckle has no longer has a running nose. Larkstar's small cut has healed up. Tumble Ram tossed a snake out of camp before it could bite someone, and Garlic Fall's scrapes have healed. Loftstar groans when someone says how sad he must be to have free legs. Why is someone keep saying that? Who keeps saying that to Wasp? Air Dancer enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Timmy is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Mantis Breeze had a nice chat with a cat from another clan at the border. Wild Beam saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. Jagidburst thought she saw a cat, but turns out it's just a two-legged object that looks like one. Let's try to get down... What did we get you down to? Yeah, let's mediate you one more time. Okay, that's a manageable dislike. And then Magpie Freckle is telling Shardfall a story, but let's see. Let's do Heist now, and Hollyleaf, because look at this. It actually got bigger. Okay, it went down a little bit. That's really concerning. Raven feels the need to escape camp, finding everyone's presence unbearable today. And you just got a mate. Do you not like your mate? Cloud spots is drinking water from a nearby stream. Thunder can't stop flexing his claws. Basil wishes she had wings so she could catch birds easier. That's illegal. Calamari is playing a prank on Stemflit. High Snout purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Sparklemore is having a hard day. Calypso curses a squirrel that just barely got away. Slipdawn is eavesdropping on Mantis Breeze. I feel so bad. She had white cough and then she healed and she was fine for like 1 moon and now she has heat stroke. Rocky Pelt wants to compliment Pridequake's fighting techniques. Big Storm has been catching the most prey in the latest hunting patrols. Snapfistle spends time watching fish. Garlic Fall cowers in his nest during a particularly rough storm. Sorry, I'm muted. I was just coughing. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate because it's coming for me. Sepdust wants to get to know Pepper Patch better. Ferold is eavesdropping on Barkstorm. Pepper Patch saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Branch Vessel daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Pridequake is curious about the other clans. Tulipsuckle is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Vervanclaw ate a mouse. Hollyleaf is worried Rocky Pelt is overworking himself. Brindle Noise is relaxing in camp. Icicle Fleck had a nice chat with Kitty Pet. Do you know your sister? Please. She knows her! We win! What was your interaction? Icicle Fleck and Hairpot actually get along better today. We win, guys. She knows her sister. Tree Holly is playing with some fresh kill he just caught. We can send out Icicle, Pride, and Hair together. Larkstaff reported a clanmate for breaking the code. Tumbleram is sparring with some clanmates. Twigbark is humming a tune he heard in their two-leg place. Slatetail is wondering if clouds are as soft as they look. Barkstorm was recently caught humming. Oh, Sweetpaw tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Sparklemore for help. Hairpaw is craving the taste of fish. Shardfall is waiting until everyone is eaten to take from the fresh kill pile. Stemflit saw a big scary dog. Wait, you're an elder. You're supposed to be able to eat first. Go eat. Skipfluff is telling a rather tall tale to anyone who will listen. Koala just can't find anything appetizing on the fresh kill pile. Are you craving bird? Ketlinger is snoring loudly in her sleep. Also, Raven can potentially have biological kits to pass down the vitiligo, though it's a very rare chance that happens. Siblings. This is my brother. This is my sister. We are siblings and we care for you. Oh no. Please don't die as I was goofily singing the sibling song. Welp! We lose! What do I do about that? I'm not retconning it. We don't retcon in this series. In Pride Month, too. I feel so bad for Wastar. I don't retcon in this series, guys. That's so upsetting. That's so upsetting. Also, if you were curious, it was gonna be Hairwing, which makes no sense, but it is a Wastar name. Is overwhelmed after meeting so many starry cats. I'm so sad. He's gonna be grieving so much next moon. Well, Ravenclaw, Slate Tail, and Heist now. You know what? I want something happy. Never mind, it's dead. Ah! I shouldn't laugh at that. But I was just, I'm coping. Snapfitzel, Furled, and Calamari. Hello, Badger Set. Stakeout, thank you. Larksnarf, Cloud Spots, and Pepper Patch. Good chance to practice new fighting techniques. Nice practice session. Oh, good to know Nyoko Cries was on your bingo card. Tulip Speckle, let's send you out with your mate. I'm so sad. Tulip Speckle tripped over his paws and introduced his muzzle to the ground. Basil, Garlic Fall, and Sparklemore. Hello, Viper Clan. Garlic Fall approaches the other patrol first, calling out a greeting and then remarking on a recent battle between Viper Clan and one of the other clans. I would assume more so the rogues. Compliments the Viper Clan cats on their battle prowess. Tree Holly, Brindle Noise, Barkstorm. Don't get kidnapped. Thank you. Calypso, Stepdust, and Twigbark. Hello. Twigbark admits he thinks he had a vision. Calypso takes Twigbark aside, giving him the full benefits of Calypso's seniority. Okay. Yeah, Clangen is evil. Big Storm, Tumbleram, and Lostar. Tumbleram had a vision. We talked to him. Okay. Let's send out Air. I forgot to send you out with all your crushes. It's okay. You can go out with Raven. Fighting. Nice practice session. And then let's send out Thunder and Holly. Practice teamwork. Nice practice session. Let's send out Wild Beam. Looking for Ragwort. The Ragwort Wild Beam finds is flowering, and the yellow flowers of the plant waft out their scent, leaving a foul taste hanging in the air. It's so bad. Wild Beam almost misses the burdock plant ready to be harvested nearby. Lost his children on Father's Day, yeah. Mantis Breeze. Hello, Plantain. Suitable for soothing throat and pelt irritation with a welcome, albeit weird habit of consistently sprouting up on well-trodden paths. Plantain is a basic but valuable herb to keep stocks of. Good job. And we also got Mulin. And Timmy. We're looking for herbs. We get moss and horsetail. I'm kind of numb. Time skip. Births and deaths. It's gonna be about them, unless more cats died. Lostar lies in the sunshine as one of his friends massages the stump on his missing leg. He just doesn't understand how something that's not even there can hurt so much. Skipfluff is taking prey from the fresh kill pile only to find a horde of rats. She called out to Tumbleram and to help. They got injured. Oh, Cicada Burst died. Rest in peace, Cicada Burst. She was pretty old. I will say having only one mediator is very concerning when we have a lot of cats that hate each other, though. Oh, Basil considers as she looks out over the clan and perhaps that this isn't where she belongs. Interesting. Oh, High Snout got a scratch on her body she can't feel and has an infection. Slipdawn is no longer suffering from heat stroke. Snapfizzle was so confident. Stepdust felt the same. Snap. Stepdust doesn't want you. Stepdust no longer has a running nose. Tulip Speckle's bruises are gone. Mantis Breeze's running nose is finally gone. Larkstarf's running nose is gone. Branch Muzzle has healed from the mangled leg. Magpie Freckle is rocked by the loss of Hairpaw. All those memories and shared moments are now burdens that she must carry alone. She breaks down wailing. Interesting that it's Magpie Freckle and not any of the parents that are grieving. I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. Hides a scrap of Hairpaw's fur under his nest to cling to. Air Dancer bargains with StarClan, begging them to send Cicada Burst back. Timmy is wondering how the cats they helped in the past are doing. Mantis Breeze wants to work hard to impress Tree Holly. Wildbeam saw a pair of two legs near camp. Magpie Freckle feels exhausted after mediating so many arguments, and you're grieving, so I can't even mediate anyone right now. Raven is in awe of Wastar's leadership. Wastar is grieving and has phantom pain right now. What do you mean you're in awe of his leadership? Are you being... I don't understand you, Raven. Cloudspots begs Cicada Burst not to leave them all. Thunder misses the warmth that Icicle Fleck brought into his life. Everyone is grieving, guys. Basil daydreams about being a warrior in Leper Clan, except Basil, apparently. Calamari enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. I think ads just popped up. I'm not quite sure. I saw something in the corner of my eye. High Snout wants to hunt, but you're sick. It says you're sick. Oh, you're infected. Never mind. Sparklemore lashes out at any cat who checks on him after Pridequake's death. Oh. Calypso starts a beetle collection. You know? Crazy headcanon. Is Calypso related to Scaleheart? Ignore the 328 moons that she's been paralyzed. It's a coding mistake from the people that remade the clan. Slipton begs Jacada Burst not to leave them all. Rocky Pelt hissed at anyone that got too close to Pridequake's body. Big Storm wonders if being deputy is really so hard. Snapfizzle is humming a tune they heard near Two Leg Place. Garlicfall cowers in his nest during a rough storm. Septa's had a nice chat with a loner outside clan territory. Frold saw a big scary dog today. Pepperpatch is asking Calamari an important question. Branch Muzzle enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Tulipspeckle sat all night at Pridequake's vigil. Vervingclaw misses the warmth that Pridequake brought to her life. Hollyleaf can't keep up with Big Storm. Brindlenoise is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Tree Holly doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Larksnuff is worried Barkstorm is overworking. Tumbleram recently spent the night outside of camp. Twigbark is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Slatetail is worried Tree Holly is overworking. Barkstorm is complaining about an itch he can't reach. Sweetpaw practices her highest jump. She is also grumpy. And Adult Sprite. I saw at least one prompt about Icicle. Shardfall insists the warriors eat before her. Shardfall, please don't be doing that old person thing where you're like, I'm gonna be going soon. Prioritize everyone else. Semflit is happy she can pass on her knowledge in a new way. I can check Sweet. I don't think she's gonna have a lot of stuff because she's new. Well, she already doesn't like Magpie Freckle and Snapfizzle, so there's that. Skipfluff thinks she's still young enough to take on a fox. Koala stayed the longest at Pridequake's vigil, and Ketlinger is playing a prank on Air Dancer. I'm actually going to send out Basil on a solo border patrol. On the slight chance Basil runs into a mate or something, because Basil had a status about not fitting in. Small dog, don't die. Well... I'm gonna crash out. The animal is far more tenacious than Basil ever expected, and once the fight starts, there's no escaping from it. As Basil's world goes dark, she has her fangs sunk into the dog's throat. At least she'll take the beast with her. Well... Hey, Timmy, can you go out with Sparklemore? Since you like each other? Okay, cool. You got a thorn in your paw. Free Holly can go out with Brindle Noise and Branch Muzzle and Garlic Fall and Vervain Claw and Holly Leaf. Big Patrol. Squirrel hunting. Cool. Idea is a little too far out there. We didn't get a lot to show for it. Big Storm, Furled, Crocky Pelt, Tulip Speckle, Dark Storm, let's go. Furled admits she thinks she had a vision from StarClan. We talk about it. Larkstarf, Calypso, Air Dancer, Thunder. Large Rat. We work together to block off the rat's possible escape routes, and Air Dancer closes in for the kill. Calypso made a pun about cooperation and keeping a good ratitude. Okay. Twigbark, Slate Tail, and Snap Thistle. Hello. We don't hunt birds. I almost committed a crime. Pepper Patch and Step Dusk. I'm gonna flip on if we go for that. Give me a second. We're overpopulated, that's why I'm flipping. So heads, we go for it. And we are not going for it. Sorry, kitty pet. I'm so sorry, Stickbug. During Pride Month on Father's Day on your birthday. Raven can go out. Is Raven heading where she wants to go? Is Raven doing a good job pursuing what's important to her? She finds peace within herself and enjoys her solitude. Oh, you know who I didn't check on the moon that Icicle died? Hello. You're hissing at a miscatch. Swarm of two legs. Slyly, the cats use their unusual presence of the weird two legs to help their hunt, hiding on the outskirts of the area and waiting for the two legs to flush prey towards them. Slipped on, you can go out with Mantis. We're getting moss. We just got a bunch of moss. Wild Beam. Juniper Tree. Healthy looking juniper tree collects a decent amount of needles from it with minimum fuss. Also gets, climbs a young oak in search of the valuable herb. Okay. Well. Yeah, we're on 2 pages again, but we're still considered overpopulated by my standards. This is the max, Galaxy Clan area. But, don't give me more death, because you're only killing the cats I like. We can check out the Dark Forest before we go to the next moon. Hello. You're watching Twig Bark with Malice. Oh boy. Begging for mercy. Picking a fight. Wondering if everything was really worth it. Reconsidering some of her choices in life. Lost all hope. Clawing the tree. Imagining the tree she's clawing at is one of her ex-clanmates. Fun. Time skip. I see births and deaths. Please just be Basil. Skipfluff's torn pelt is healed. Skipfluff is limping across from the other side of the camp and gives her some pain exercises. Thank you, Wild Beam. Ketlinger is no longer suffering from shock. Slipped on has gotten heat exhaustion. Stepdust is no longer in shock. Pepper Patch and Mantis Breeze take an early evening patrol out of camp to watch the moon rise. Interesting. Sparklemore's small cut is no longer bothering him. Magpie Freckle tells herself that she can't let these feelings consume herself. Thank you. Twigbark was attacked by a group of rats. Managed to fight them off but didn't escape unscathed. And Basil is in StarClan. Not the rogue Basil, the clanmate Basil. And it's spelled differently. Well, Lost Star is looking forward to a gathering. Air Dancer doesn't want to go on desk patrol. You think he wants to see some kin, maybe? Started awake by the wee hours by a vivid dream. I kind of want to check on Gentlepaw, just out of curiosity. Sat... Not the glitch pronouns again. It's sad he couldn't complete him training. Mantis Bree saw Kitty Pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. Wild Beam is thinking about a strange two-legged object she saw recently. I'd be sad if I were bad at grammar too. My Preckbuffalo is thinking about a strange two-legged object she saw. Hey, High Snout and was it Holly Leaf? That was the huge dislike. Yes. Please fix this. I feel like it just went back to like what it was at before we mediated last time, and then we mediated it and we got it to the same place we had it last time. Raven wants to be the new deputy at 126 moons old. Cloudspots knows Air Dancer would make a great leader. Thunder is feeling anxious. Calamari wants to critique Stepduck's fighting techniques. High Snout saw a kitty pet with no fur. We're going up until moon 336, I believe. Sparklemore is exhausted after a patrol. Calypso is playing with his food. Slipdawn is drinking water from a nearby stream. Cujo, stop barking! Cujo's barking upstairs. Rocky Pelt purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Big Storm is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Okay, in Cujo's defense, the front door is open, the screen door is closed, but she can see outside, and that's why she's barking a lot this stream. Because it's hot, and this house doesn't have air conditioning. Garlic-Fall almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble on a patrol. Stepdusk enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Furled guards camp. Pepper Patch tries to set a good example for younger cats. Branch Muzzle is feeling a bit anxious after having been around so many cats at the last gathering. Tulip Speckle is feeling gloomy. Vervainclaw can't keep up with Mantis Breeze. Hollyleaf is picking the burrs from his pelt. Brindle Noise has been glaring at a certain cat in camp with an odd look in her eye. Hello, do you hate anyone? You have a lot of tiny crushes, but let's see. You have a little bit of dislike for Wastar. And Larksnarf and Cloud Spots. And Branch Muzzle. Nothing too big, though. Can you guys hear when she barks, by the way? Like, is the mic picking it up? Because she's upstairs. Tree Holly's on a walk out in the territory. Yeah, okay. If it gets too much, I'll go close the door to make her shut up. Larksnarf wishes she could take the day off. Tumble Ram is asking for an important question. As you can see, she's feeling better. Slatetail is daydreaming about how much there is to see in the world. Barkstorm schemes intensely. Why are you scheming? It adds atmosphere. Yeah, you know, like the dog that killed Basil. That kind of atmosphere. Sweetpaw is in awe of Magpie Freckles' conflict resolution skills. I think Sweetpaw is gonna get her full name before she gets healed. or does any training. Shardfall is picking the burrs from her pelt. Stemflit is sitting in the shade. Skipfluff can't stop coming to tears each time Basil is mentioned. I'm sad. Let her yap, it's okay. Fetching Larkstar for another cat that was looking for her. And Kettlinger is lashing her tail furiously. I'm gonna do a big patrol and then just go down 6-5-4, you know the drill. Pepper Patch, Furled, Garlic Fall, Tree Holly, Thunder, Brindle Noise. Garlic Fall thinks he had a dream from StarClan. And we talked to him about it. Sparklemore, Calypso, Snapthistle, Branch Puzzle, Tulip Speckle. Hello, Moss Clan Scent. Lost Moss Clan Apprentice, we bring them home. Sparklemore chuckles, guides them. Step Dusk, Hollyleaf, Vervinclaw, Cloud Spots. You know, sending Step and Snap on a patrol together would be kind of funny one day. One of these moons. Every creature on the mountains is out enjoying the weather and fattening up. The cats have what feels like a perfect day. Sun and heat and prey dripping from every moment. Rocky Pelt, Kangawa, Calamari, Barkstorm. Squirrel. Barkstorm stalks forward. The squirrel has no idea what's coming. Big Storm, Larksnarf. Hello, Rabbit. Big Storm is quicker than the rabbit. Quicker than anyone else tearing after the rabbit, but in her haste she puts a paw wrong and stops as a sharp twinge of pain shoots up her leg. Oh. And then Raven. Raven keeps going out on solos and I'm not planning it. It just kind of happens. Okay, I'm going to coin flip on this one because I like when the cats can speak dog. So, do we proceed on this? Phone. Register I'm clicking on you. We don't proceed on this. I'm going to flip again to see if Raven's going to actually antagonize. So, heads be antagonize. Raven's going to antagonize this. Raven ignores the voice, swiping her claws across the dog's face. Out of the corner of her eye, she sees a kitty pet halt in its tracks, letting out a cry of dismay. It only takes another snarl from Raven for both the kitty pet and dog to flee. That was Eli! Oh no! Eli! Skipfluff's probably mate. Playing with the house folks' kids. Poor Eli. Air Dancer can go with Slate Tail. Large dog. We shadowed the dog, thank you. Timmy can go out. I will send you out with Wild Beam, and if we find babies, I will take them this time. What can I say, guys? It happens every time you send out 2 medicine cats. Does that say Perdido? Perdito? Someone tell me what that probably means. I feel like it's probably like a Spanish, like, meaning something with little. Or it's a name from someone. Anyway, it is Cliff Kit, Abyss Kit, and Silt Kit. We're gonna rename Cliff Kit. But I want to see the babies. Hello. Ooh, a tortie. Little charming girl. Perdito is the male version of Perdita, the mom dog in 101 Dalmatians. Okay. Cliff Kit is another tortie. Pretty. Perdito is the past participle of the Spanish verb perder, which means lost. That's actually really sad. And then a Biscuit, who is a bossy girl. They're all girls. So we're going to rename Cliff Kit. I'm going to hide the screen real quick and check what the full name is, but I'm going to look at what... Oh, that's cute. I'm going to look at what her sprite is next moon before we rename her. So, let's save. And let's time skip, and then after we get through this, we'll look at names. Hello, births and deaths. Lost Star is relieved to find his phantom pain gone. Shardfall was out wandering the territory for a bit too long and came back with frostbite. Koala is expecting kids. Oh. I'm sad. From an infection. Lost Star has the potential to, like, have more babies, but we'll see. Slipdon managed to recover from heat exhaustion. Thunder fought a rogue, but got barely even hurt. Hello, Falcon. Are you a new cat? Hello. Are you a rogue recruit in the group? Sparklemore was caught sharing prey for Rogue. Hello. Don't share prey with Pool. Tumble Ram's rat bite has healed. Calypso. Oh, Calypso became a mediator. Lost Star tries to put on a brave face for his clanmates, but as he speaks about High Snout, his voice wavers and then breaks off into nothing. With a trembling gasp, he retreats to let another clanmate speak. Cats come to him afterwards, offering him the biggest, juiciest pieces of fresh krill, and he refuses it all, staring at the walls of his den in silence. I think all the deaths finally just caught up to him. Pepper Patch is rocked by the loss of High Snout. All those memories and shared moments are now burdens he must carry alone. Did she suffer? Was she scared? Okay, so Cliff Kit looks like this. That's actually really cute. She is impulsive and confident with words, fetching Sparklemore for another cat that was looking for him. Really, really cute baby. Leave suggestions below. Let's see. Gonna grab a couple I see. Let's see. Do. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to be making a canon cat name with some of these suggestions. Let's just go with these. Okay. So, let's look at everyone, and then when we get back to Cliff, I will check on that thing. Saw a pair of two legs near camp today. Air Dancer begs High Snout not to leave them all. Oh, that was your sister. Timmy wonders how Snapfistle is doing. Mantis Breeze is checking up on the warriors. Wildbeam is feeling a bit ill. You know, with all the death, I need to cross off all my things I don't have to mediate anymore because they're dead. Give me a second. We don't have to fix Koala and High Snout. Or High Snout and Hollyleaf. Or Icicle Fleck and Thunder. Or Jacada Burst and Branch Muzzle. Oh boy, I sure do love fixing it by doing this version of of making it we don't need to do... I can talk. Okay. Wild Beam is feeling a bit ill. Calypso is glad it's not so hot out anymore. You became a mediator. You know what? The fact I just said he might be related to Scale Heart, I guess we gotta figure that out later then. Hello. Where is Cloud? Hello, please. Let's mediate this. Okay, went down to 2 bars. That's manageable. Magpie for Girl teases Breeze Tough endlessly, but let's try to fix. That's Vervainclaw, not Calamari. I was trying to find Calamari and Tulip. Oh, that got really big in this. Okay, so for context, I have it written down that Calamari was at 3.225-ish bars. So it has gained a lot. Okay. Raven is crushing leaves under her paws. Do Calamari and Air bond over hating Tulip? Cloudspot set a good example for younger cats. Thunder tries to set a good example. Calamari's glad it's not so hot out anymore. I mean, they like each other, so that might be why they bond over hating Tulip. Where's Tulip? Hello. Why do you hate each other? Calamari ignored Tulip Speckle's advice and nearly got hurt. Tulip Speckle claimed to give Calamari a piece of crow food on accident. So there's that. Sparklemore jumps around while on patrol. Slipped On is wondering if StarClan is watching over cats outside the clans. Fighting with another rogue over food. Took her time climbing her fence. Oops. Wait, where were they? Rocky Pelt is napping. A Big Storm is not looking forward to the sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. Also, it looks like Eclipse one. Snapfistle plans to visit the medicine cat. Garlic Fall is fetching Air Dancer for another cat that was looking for her. Stepdust spends a considerable amount of time grooming. Ferald is crushing leaves under her paws. Pepper Patch is sparring with some clanmates. Branch Muzzle feels a bit anxious after having been around so many cats at the last gathering, again. Tulip Speckle is finding Branch Muzzle annoying. Vervainclaw pretends to be busy. Highleaf is not looking forward to the sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. Brindlenoise draws blood again. Tree Holly is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Larksnarf is eavesdropping on Thunder. Worried Stemflit is overworking herself. Twigbark pressed against a cat who looked like he needed a bit of support. Was it Wastar? Doesn't Wastar not like you, though? Mantis Twig would be really cute. Yeah, you have a dislike for Wastar, so I don't think it would be Wastar. Slatetail can't find Calypso. Oh, I don't think we actually looked at what Perdido looks like. Barkstorm is asking for Vervainclaw an important question. Sweetpaw huffs as she goes to complete her assigned tasks. Why are you assigning her tasks? Is it like therapy, physical therapy type stuff? Thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Sharing tongues with Timmy. Saw a two-leg kit playing with a kitty pet. Cheers every cat up with a funny story you are expecting. Giving advice to the younger cats. Silk Kit is talking to herself. Cliff Kit, who is now going to be Eclipse Kit, because that definitely won. we go. Fetching Sparklemore for someone that was looking for him. And a Biscuit wonders how Thunder is doing. And let me check what Perdito looks like. A Torty, as I expected. Oh, only 21 moons old. Playful, good speaker, keen eye. She was really pretty. Ah, there's ants in my shirt. Ants, I say ants. It's one ant. I got it. Yeah, we have ants now. We're trying to get rid of them. Tulip Speckle, let's send you out with your mate. Tulip Speckle stops Rocky Pelt and asks for his advice with something. As Rocky Pelt nods along sympathetically, Tulip Speckle describes a recent decision he made. He's not looking to be absolved, but he asks Rocky Pelt what he'd do in Tulip Speckle's place in order to fix it. Rocky Pelt feels a lot of pride to be the cat Tulip Speckle chooses to confide in. Tulip, are you involved with rogues? Try drops of lemon or honey, heavy smelling citrus candles. They don't like those. Thank you. Noted. The thing is, we kind of don't know where they're coming from because we see like one of them here or there, and then sometimes we see like a bunch of them, but we can't find a trail where they're coming from. So that's the main issue. Like, they aren't in a trail like they should be. Tree Holly, Cloud Spot, Snap Thistle. Hello, Moss Clam. Nice conversation. Furled can go with Air Dancer and Branch Muzzle. Badger set. We put loose rocks in front of it. Oh, also, sometimes we see huge ants. They're like 3 times as big as they should be. They're always alone, and they're always in the same spot upstairs. If anyone knows what the heck that's about, let me know. It's like once every week we find a random huge ant. The huge ones are soldier ants. Okay. Noted. Creepy. Good to know. Hollyleaf, Garlic Fall, and Raven. Those are the boss fights. The colony isn't new. Good to know. Lovely. 2-on-1 fighting. Team up against Garlic Fall, and everything goes well until Garlic Fall shoves Raven off him a little too vigorously, and Raven yelps in pain. Well, Raven is getting old. We started getting them after the house flooded, for context of when we started getting ants. It wasn't that many, but now they're like big. If you do, that means it's a giant colony. Okay. Lovely. Everything is against us. Slipped on, let's go out with Thunder and Step Dusk. Don't... if I'm not supposed to kill them, what do I deal with them? How do I deal with them? If if I'm not supposed to kill them. Make sure everyone gets a good basking spot as the cats pause for a little break before they resume their training. Sorry for the tangent this stream is going on. Use ant baits to get the ants to take back to the colony and then let it kill them all, even the queen. I didn't actually read that. We have to do another rename so we can name it Ant Kit. Slate Tail, Brindle Noise, Big Zorm. Oh yeah, there's also a fire going on. I don't actually know what the status of the fire is right now, but there was a fire that like burned like a bunch of acres, like really semi close to us. Like, it was going the opposite direction, but it was pretty close to us. Okay, they caught a shrew. I will say Cujo's GoFundMe did kind of give away where I semi-live, but if you look up the ranch fire in California, that's the fire I'm talking about. Tumble Ram, Vervainclaw, and Sparklemore. Eyes glowing with the last rays of sunset, the small hunting party heads out since the gathering dusk. Huge amount of prey. Yeah, life is just kind of beating me up right now. Wild Beam, you can go out with Calamari. Lungwort. Calamari keeps going, he just can't let JayClan go without. We get Lungwort. Barkstorm, Larksnarf. Borderline's Odd Sound. Hello, Rabbit. Timmy can go out. Raspberry. Attempts to pick their way through the blackberry forms to reach their leaves, but it soon becomes clear it is a hopeless task. Well, the scorched earth isn't, like, right near us, so that's probably not it, but flooded ground, they're looking for a safer place, which is sadly my house. Okay. Noted. Bettany. Got Bettany and Goldenrod. Okay, saving. I think we're halfway through now. Icy bursts and deaths. Not enough healthy medicine, cat. Skipfluff is no longer store. Okay, hopefully it's just Koala. Koala hopes the litter will be small. She feels overwhelmed with the idea of a big litter. Pregnancy sucks. Oh, Ketlinger is trans. Happy Pride Month. Trans guy. Never too late to come out. Snapfizzle got their paw stuck in a two-leg trap, but luckily escaped with only a sprain. Thunder Scrapes have healed. Timmy has gotten green cough. Twigbark healed from his rat bite. Twigbark got white cough. Brindle Noise got white cough. Frold believes she's meant for something better. Eclipse Kit ran too fast over harsh ground and hurt her paws. Lost Star recently called a clan meeting but forgot what to say. Lost Star is not doing good, guys. Air Dancer is crushing leaves under her paws. Timmy sits quietly watching cats go about their day. Mantis Breeze is feeling stressed taking care of the clan. Wild Being gives herbs to an injured loner. It better be a loner, not a rogue. Calypso is crushing leaves under his paws. Hello. Please help fix the many dislikes. Thank you. Hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Let's check out what Skip and Timmy are at. See if they got worse, if we should prioritize them. Yeah, look at that. That is over 4 bars. Okay, it went down a little bit. Raven tries to set a good example for younger cats. Wants to compliment Twigbark's fighting techniques. Thunder leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Calamari is crushing leaves under his paws. Sparklemore is wondering what the inside of a 2-leg den looks like. Slipdawn is exhausted after patrol. Rockypelt has more energy than he knows what to do with at the moment. Big Storm offers to help her clanmates with their duties. Snapfizzle saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Probably the only reason they did not try to ask out Stepdusk again is because they got injured. Garlic leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Stepdusk worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Furled catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Pepper Patch cowers in his nest during a particularly rough storm. Branch Mussel is crushing leaves under her paws. Tulip Speckle is helping to escort the medicine cat to gather herbs. Noted, I will send you out with someone. Do you particularly like any of the medicine cats? There's Mantis. Pretty same. So you're going out with Mantis or Tim or Timmy. Vervainclaw is thinking about her life choices. Hollyleaf cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Brindle Noise pretends to be busy. Tree Holly wonders what Shardfall is up to. Larksnarf woke up on the wrong side of the nest. Tumbleram knows that even the most paranoid rabbit would be no match for him. Twigbark wonders what Raven is up to. Slatetail saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Barkstorm was thinking about a strange 2-legged object he saw recently. Sweetpaw tells the kits off for being immature. Shardfall quickly forgives someone after they snapped at her. Stemflip thinks about going on a little jaunt. Skipfluff almost got lost in her 2-leg nest. Koala is grumbling about the weather. I'm predicting 1 baby. Catlinger is busy chastising clanmates, but no cat is sure what for. And again, congratulations on coming out as a trans guy. Happy Pride Month. Silk Kit is playing with a stick. Eclipse Kit doesn't have time to listen to rules. Abysskit is taking up the role of guarding the fresh kill pile from cats wanting an extra piece and is taking her job very seriously. Save. And let's go patrol. Let's send you out with Tulip. Mantis Breeze can't help but notice just how hard his companion is pushing himself. Feigning tiredness, Mantis Breeze is able to convince Tulip Speckle to take a break. While relaxing, Mantis Breeze makes sure to tell Tulip Speckle how great he thinks Tulip Speckle is and how happy Tulip Speckle's company makes him. Tulip Speckle's fur goes warm at the praise, and he spends the rest of the patrol unable to look at Mantis Breeze in the eye without feeling all flustery. That sounds like romance. Do they have romance now? Out of curiosity. There's romance on this end. There's romance now. We'll have to see how Tulip's mate feels about that, but there's that. And let's do a big patrol. Happy Pride. Rocky Pelt, Thunder, Larkstar, Cloud Spots, Branch Muzzle, Air Dancer. Starts snowing. Storm descends. Cloud Spots keeps everyone's spirits up as the patrol hides in a mountain cave until everyone is talking, shaky and unhappy but determined not to lose hope. Tumble Ram can go with Slate Tail, Barkstorm, Furled, and Step Dusk. I'm just not gonna proceed, sorry. Sparklemore, Tree Holly, Vervain Claw, and Garlic Fall. Tree Holly admits he thinks he had a vision when we talked to him about it. Slip Dawn can go out with Big Storm. Moss Clan Scent. Ooh. We end up walking in circles. Either the trespassers good at concealing their trail, or the patrol just needs to work on their tracking skills. And Calamari can go with Hollyleaf. It's courting season for the goats. Quite the spectacle indeed. The patrol watches in awe from the top of the boulder as the two bucks viciously butt heads. It turns into a fun game as they playfully argue over which buck they expect to win. And then Wild Beam. I shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway because I'm sad. Well, Zinnia Storm, Blue Kit, and Poppy Kit. Ooh, Poppy Kit. And the parent didn't die. Hello, Zinnia Storm. You're nervous, natural intuition, and a fast runner. Wait. Originally from another clan. I'm not naming one of them Ant Kit. We might retcon Zinnia Storm to be someone else. To be a clan cat. Hello, Poppy Kit. Blue Kit. Little boys. I'm saying in general we might just retcon Zinnia entirely to say that she is a completely other cat from another clan, if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, there is the whole shrimp thing going on. Blue Kit has cyan eyes. That's why they have Blue Kit as the name. Anyway, time skip time. Babies for Raven and Koala. Not enough healthy medicine cats. Wafstar tells himself he can't let these feelings consume him. Shardfall's Frostbite is gone. They had 2 babies. Raven sprains, feeling better. Big Storm leaps from rock, didn't quite land right. Step Dust Confession of Love to Air Dancer could have gone better. Actually, anything would have been better than the rejection he got. Are things not going well with Shrimp? Or are you talking this over and is this a poly? Pepper Patch tells himself he can't let these feelings consume him. Tulip Speckle was the victim of a prank. Ravenclaw has a running nose. Koala found a little patch of poppies and gave them the Mantis Breeze. Adorable. Slate Tail don't share prey with Borage. Oh, Mantis Breeze does his best to further prop up Sweet Paw's body. He feels growing concern at the rancid smell. Sweet Paw stares at Waspar as he speaks. Waspar is sure it doesn't mean anything, but Sweet Paw's lack of enthusiasm worries him. Brushing past it, Waspar gives her the name Sweet Thunder after her wit. Please survive. Eclipse Kit's cracked pads are feeling better, got a running nose, and Poppy Kit has kitten cough. Kitten cough scares me. I'm gonna start at the end of this because I want to see the babies. Frozen Kit, a little skittish boy, and Step Kit, a little fearless boy. Poppy Kit, know-it-all, never sits still. Little baby. And then Blue Kit, quick to make peace. Oh wait, yeah, Step Kit actually. Yeah, we need to rename Step Kit. Sorry. Let me check what the full name is gonna be, and then we can rename Step Kit. Oh, that's cute. Okay, leave suggestions below, and I will make a poll. This is just gonna be Ant Kit, isn't it? Okay. Oh, and heterochromia. Why do I always get heterochromia in the side? Okay, everyone's just chanting Ant. Okay, it's Ant Kit. You guys win. Bullying streamers for the win. Happy Pride. I don't know if any vitiligo would be showing up on the newborn sprites, so I don't know for sure if we don't or do have that, but I don't see it, so there's that. Abyss Kid is feeling perplexed. Eclipse Kit was hissed at by Kettlinger for being too noisy. Silk Kit is crushing leaves under her paws. Kettlinger chats with Timmy about what it's like to be a medicine cat. Friendship died with Hairpot. Ant Kid is our friend now. Does it show up in the allegiances as newborns or as kittens? Sits quietly watching cats go about their day. Stemflit wistfully thinks about her old soft kitty pet nest while trying to nap. Feeling restless. Curses a squirrel that just barely got away. That is a cool name. Oh, you're just a strange dreamer. That's okay. Sadly not a dream shaper or a dream walker. Ant Kit, don't explode. No one get the raid. Vitiligo doesn't get listed in allegiances until apprentice. Okay. And then the next one is Vitiligo shows up in allegiances as newborns. Napping spot. I'm just kind of skipping through because I think I've been yapping and I feel like we've been streaming for a while. Stop drawing blood, please. Abyss Kid is a restless sleeper too. I did not notice. That's cool. So many restless sleepers. Hollyleaf wants to compliment Garlic Fall's fighting techniques. Vervangclaw ate a mouse while on patrol. Thank you notification for Wordle. I don't know why I'm getting notifications from Discord right now. Usually when I'm streaming, they don't pop up. Side note, I am a king at Wordle. Ferold is grooming herself thoughtfully. Stepdust is grateful for Timmy for his treatment. Garlic catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Snapfistle is crushing leaves under their paws. Big Storm has been taking on extra patrols lately. Rocky Pelt is watching cats come and go from their camp. Slipdon leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Sharing tongues with Vervangclaw. Did I look at you healthy? I didn't notice you had a scar. Sparklemore is so bored. I'm not dying. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna hydrate because the dehydrating is coming. Good example for younger cats. Loaf. I didn't comment on Loaf last time. Were you sick or something, or did I just not notice? Giving advice to Wastar. Fetching Sparklemore for another cat that was looking for him. Hello, please do some more mediating. Let's see. Calamari and Tulip. Get this down a little more. It didn't go down. Guys, every time you guys create a kit cult, the kit ends up dying. May I remind you of Hair Kit? And then Magpie actually doesn't like Holly. So let's mediate that. Wild Beam is proud of her ability to care for her clanmates. Mantis Breeze is collecting the bones of prey. That is actually a really cute poppy. It goes well with his eyes. Timmy tells a clanmate to their face that their pelt has been looking dull lately. Air Dancer had a nice Jaffa kitty pet. Waspar is thinking about a strange tulip object he saw. And patrol time. Let's do a solo and then work our way up. So, Sparklemore. Scent of mouse. Tracks the mouse, killing it neatly. This moustery will never be solved. Step Dusk and Cloud Spots. Badger set. We stake out. The delay is still on because the delay is inside the code for 12 moons in between litters. I think it's off by now. Like, I think they're on the moons where they can start rolling new kits, but I'm not sure. Rocky Pelt, Branch Muzzle, and Pepper Patch. Pepper Patch starts telling the story of their ancestors. Are you talking about your mom? Branch Muzzle... Never mind, it's Branch Muzzle talking. Branch Muzzle spins a vivid, engaging tale of a massive war their ancestors fought over the border the patrol is heading to mark. Not only does it keep every cat entertained, but it also emphasizes the importance of the patrol and motivates everyone. Raven can get with Thunder, Tree Holly, Vervain Claw, and Air Dancer. Air Dancer admits she doesn't think she's a good deputy. I thought you got over this, girl. Is it because your sister died? Tells Air Dancer the clan wouldn't be the same without her, and Air Dancer is visibly relieved. Ant Kit will be eaten by Anteater. No worries about being able to stay long, it's fine. Slate Tail, Calamari, Tulip Speckle, Furled, Lark Snarf, and Tumble Ram. Everyone looks admiringly at Tumble Ram by the end of the afternoon. Every cat carries something home, but nearly all of it was caught by Tumble Ram. Did that patrol say it was snowing? Because if it was, that makes sense. My Tumble Ram was having a good time. Let's send out Wasp and Slip. It's snowing. Well, we stay in a little snow den. Great date. Barkstorm can go out with Wild Beam. Lungwort. We find Lungwort. And then Garlic Fall can go out with Holly Leaf. Small Dog. Calls out about a battle plan. Thank you, Garlic Fall. And then Mantis Breeze. We get Elder Leaves and Juniper. Saving. Time skip. I see births and deaths. Muscles and Wasp are stumped, don't seem to understand they aren't connected to anything anymore. Ooh, Stemflit was found stiff and curled up in her nest. Seems she died in her sleep. Well, at least it was old age. Rest in peace. Snap Fizzle's brain is feeling better. Pepper Patch accidentally trespassed in the Mossclan territory. Calypso rejected Sparklemore. Timmy no longer has green cough. Magpie Freckle traveled to Mossclan to resolve some recent border disputes. Is it because Pepper Patch accidentally ended up in Mossclan? Only made Mossclan more upset. Tulip Speckle's small cut has healed up nicely. Oh! Vervain Claw and Snapfizzle. Hello. Okay then, unexpected. Snap took the hint, guys. Hollyleaf has green cough. Twigbark's white cough is gone. Slatetail accidentally trespassed on the Viper Clan territory. What is going on? Brindle Noise has recovered from white cough and then got white cough. False alarm, I guess. Sweet Thunder. Oh. Oh. No. Sweet Thunder and Poppy Kit. I'm sad. She looked like she was gonna be so cool. Aw, Poppy Lichen. Sad. Stepdusk and Pepper Patch are particularly shaken by all the grief. Aw. And it's Leaf Bear. The kits did not look like they had vitiligo. That is not the start. Lost Star is eavesdropping on Ant Kit. Lost Star heard you guys have a cult. Air Dancer is amused by the antics of the younger cats. Timmy is interpreting an omen. Oh boy, an omen on top of all of this. Because Raven has vitiligo. The biological parent. So there was a very slim chance Raven could pass it down. Mantis Breeze is checking up on the warriors. Wildbeam has a list of complaints for Wastar. Calypso is debating on which prey to take from the fresh kill pile. Magpie Freckle is feeling a sense of pride after mediating a difficult argument. Let's see what Air and Tulip are at. That's manageable. And then let's see Cloud and Slip. Manageable. And then let's see Calamari and Tulip. We could get this down more. We'll need to do that again next moon. And then I can't do Magpie and Holly. I'm on Magpie. So Skip and Timmy. Okay. We're slowly working on the dislikes and stuff. I'm sure there's more that are bigger that I don't know about yet, but the ones I at least knew about are getting down. Wants to compliment Brindle Noise's fighting techniques. The cat that keeps drawing blood. Okay. Taking her sweet time eating her meal. Can't wait for New Leaf. Wants to hunt. Sang a song in memory of Poppy Kit. Oh. Wants to critique Stepdust fighting techniques. Exhausted after patrol. Daydream about a clan celebration or honor. Congratulations on the new mate. You finally got a mate. I just find it funny that the reason an ant kit cult started is because I was talking about how my house has ants. And then you guys torment me by making ant kit exist. For all his words, Slipped On is overworking herself. And it's beautiful. Pepper Patch set a good example for younger cats. Branch Missile took a nap. Tulip Speckle wants to critique Big Storm's fighting techniques. Vervanclaw ate a mouse. Hollyleaf saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. I was like, no Ant Kit, and the game threw us a cat we had to rename, and you guys were just like, no, Ant Kit will exist. Brindle Noise is feeling perplexed. Too busy climbing trees. Fitting. Pressed against a cat again who looked like she needed a bit of support. So it was a girl cat. Slate Tail saw a Twilight Kit playing with a kitty pet. Yappy Dog. Sharing her wisdom. Are you talking to your babies? Isn't ashamed of his past. Whining about having caught frostbite despite having just stepped outside. Eclipse Kit wants to take a nap. Had a pointless petty argument with Silk Kit. Was it about the frostbite? And yeah, you are a restless sleeper. Cool. Can't stand the sight of Poppy Kit's body in camp. I am sad. Ant Kit is watching the breeze blow around camp. Ant Kit looks beautiful with the heterochromia. I swear, every time we get it in Galaxy Clan, it's always one gray eye. Watch me name the next one Dog Cone Kit. Oh. Poor Cujo. Intimidated by the warriors. Well, patrol time. I want to send you out with your wife because I'm sad. Are you just always gonna get stuck in a storm? Is it glitched? Tumble Ram, Snap Thistle. Actually, no, I want to send out Snap with their new mate, but let's do a sibling patrol. Maybe the exercises they practice aren't revolutionary or new to any cat, but maybe that doesn't matter. Sometimes it's nice to be reminded of the shared knowledge and competence of your fellow warriors. Cloud Spots, Raven, and Sparklemore. Cloud Spots, says she had a vision from StarClan. Talked to her about it. Tulip Speckle, Vervanclaw, and Thunder. Shrew. Tulip Speckle, we get Shrew. Branch Muzzle will go out. Hello. Viper Clan sent. Viper Clan Medicine Cat. It seems there's an herb shortage and the Medicine Cat was hoping to borrow from JayClan's own stores to treat a badly wounded warrior. Branch Muzzle hastily escorts the cat back to JayClan. Step Dusk and Garlic Fall. Hello, Galaxy Clan. Well, the other patrols seem standoffish and cold. After a stilted attempt at conversation, the two patrols part and go on their way. It seems our alliance with Galaxy Clan is weakening. Not good. Furled, Calamari, Mouse. I think I didn't send them on a date when I said I was going to. Oops. I will do it next moon. Large rat, please. I'm not gonna say it. Okay, I was gonna say please don't die of rat poisoning. Like, he suddenly hisses loudly, scaring the rat away and startling his clanmates. Slatetail explains crossly the rat was carrying a foul, sickly sweet scent on its breath. It would have poisoned any cat that bit it. Slatetail smart indeed. Tree and bark. Despite the snow, we managed to hunt successfully. Wild Beam can go out with Rocky Pelt. Ooh, a presence. Wild Beam softly alerts the rest of the patrol of their visitor. With a respectful nods, the patrol pauses, tucks their paws together neatly, and sits to converse with StarClan Cat. Pepper Patch, Mantis Breeze. Pepper Patch tells Mantis Breeze about the dream he had last night. Mantis Bree's eyes go wide, fur puffing up, and tells Pepper Patch that his dream is a warning of death and destruction. Okay, that's, we're getting omens. We're overpopulated again. I'm just gonna... I know, I'm sad. I cope with sadness by getting babies. We need... Echo Stone, Crag Kit, and Glade Kit. The devil's on my shoulder one. Where is Echo Stone? Ooh, red. Bloodthirsty, oh no. Are you a rogue? You're a loner, but washed away from your former territory in a flood that destroyed her home, but was glad to find a new home with her clan here. Pretty. Less red when I made you your normal sprite. Crag Kit, a little self-conscious girl. And Glade Kit, a little impulsive girl. Echo Stone was actually a white cat. Her pelt was once white. Okay, I'm gonna save and let's time skip. Big Storm has recovered from the sprain. Stepdust feels better, no longer suffering from shock. Pepper Patch is no longer in shock. Calamari was arguing with a loner named Ike. I think we already knew Ike. Wishes New Leaf would come already. Sparklemore has gotten yellow cough. Magpie Freckle made ViperClan more upset when discussing herb gathering disputes. Hollyleaf no longer has green cough. We got Wildlark. Their love has been a slow basking wharf, not a wildfire, and interesting that you use wildfire in this context. And Larkstarf wouldn't change it for the world. She's so excited to commit to patting at Wildbeam's side forever. Cute. That was one of the background ships I was kind of wanting. Because I noticed they liked each other. Dinia Storm feels back to normal. And something stole our prey. Yeah, we actually have a lot of mates now. JayClan Kitten Boom error. Helps out around camp in between his duties. Make sure no area of the territory is overhunted. Was startled awake in the wee hours by a vivid dream. Concerning. Fetching thunder for another cat that was looking for him. Can't find Shardfall anywhere. Congratulations on your new mate. Happy Pride. Eating some fresh kill. And let me do Magpie and Holly. Mediate that. And then let me do mediate that. Thank you. Giving some advice to Koala. Wants to speak to Magpie Freckle about something. Exhausted after patrol. Left the territory to gather an herb from a spot he used to use. Pretends to be busy. Refuses to take training seriously, but he also does have yellow cough. Oh my god, my cat. Let me try to get a picture of her. Sorry, I got distracted. Give me a second. My phone camera sucks. Wish me luck. Sorry, I looked to the side and Kit Kat is just... Give me like 1 second. I got distracted, guys. Making sure she's done all her daily duties while I crop this. It's not the best picture, but it's fine. Took a nap in the clearing and woke up under a blanket of snow. No, not the clock app. I'm trying to click on Discord. Tried to emulate the leader's body language when talking to younger cats. Snapfizzle claims to be able to speak to dogs. I mean, they might be able to. Stepdust saw some wandering two legs today. Okay, wishes she could take the day off, and 1 second. It's a bad picture, it's really blurry, but that's what I was talking about. Look how she's laying. Okay, back to the game. Pepper Patch wonders if Rocky Pelt has ever struggled with feelings of inadequacy. Wants to compliment Vervainclaw's fighting techniques. I'm kind of just skimming because why do you keep drawing blood? That is like the 4th or 5th time this year. Learning more about Poppy Kit. Can't find Wastar anywhere. Is a bit annoyed today. Can't stand this cold. Is telling a rather tall tale to any cat who will listen. Is enjoying the sounds of nature. Wonders if Shardfall misses her warrior days. Plays moss ball by herself. Wants to guard the nursery. Sneezes when a snowflake lands on his nose. Regretting not going to sleep earlier. Same. Grateful to Wildbeam for her treatment. Can't wait for New Leaf. And is whining about having caught frostbite despite having just stepped outside. Let's do a Chaos Moon. Let's do a 1 cat patrol and then a 6 cat and then a 1 cat. Hello, Thunder. Catches a mouse. Furled, Stepdust, Cloud Spots, Big Storm, Pepper Patch, and Branch Muzzle. Furled explains an idea for squirrel hunting. Waiting is the most difficult part. The squirrels don't seem to expect the trap, and they come home laden with prey. Hollyleaf. Is Hollyleaf really heading where he wants to go? Is Hollyleaf doing a good job pursuing what's important to him? His thoughts are plagued with bad memories, and he ends up spiraling. Uh-oh. Unable to reflect on anything constructively and driving himself to misery and despair. Okay, I know I said I was gonna... Let's not send them out, because every time we send them out on a duo, they end up in a snowstorm, but... Wastar, Zinnia, Rocky Pelt, Barkstorm, and Snapthistle, and Tree Holly. Despite the snow, Patrol manages the hunt successfully. Good job. Wastar leads the way home. A sense of security and confidence drives them onwards. Tumbleram. The prey is running terribly today, but Tumbleram has patience and wisely waits for the perfect opportunity instead of getting frustrated. He comes back to camp with a good contribution to the clan stores, having had a relaxing day sitting with his thoughts while waiting for the prey to come to him. Distant Danganronpa OST plays. Since music was mentioned, the song that is currently playing is Sacrifice Tomorrow by Alec Benjamin. Again, you guys can never hear the music on these streams because I don't want to be copyright stricken. But I am always listening to music in the background, so Calamari, Slipped On, Twig Bark, Tulip Speckle, Vervainclaw, and Larksnarf. Red Fox. Oh, no. Vervainclaw means well, but she is overconfident in her attack, and the fox manages to sink its teeth into her. The patrol is forced to retreat, forming a defensive ring around the wounded Vervainclaw. That's not good. Got a broken bone. Garlic Fall. Visit sent by StarClan. Repetitive training brings Garlic Fall to an almost meditative state. You know what I'm realizing? I did not eat breakfast. It's 3 o'clock. Oops. Air Dancer, Raven, and Slate Tail. Hello, small talk. I think we actually got a sprain or a torn or something. I did not read that. Oops. Look, my brain works where it doesn't tell me I'm hungry until I'm, like, hungry. I have to, like, physically remind myself, hey, it's time to eat before you get hungry. And sometimes I forget. I'm gonna send out 2 medicine cats, but if they find the kittens again, I'm ignoring it. Woo! Let's go! Rare roll! We didn't find kittens! Nice spot to sun themselves. Timmy decides not to rest, instead going to gather herbs while the rest of the patrol relaxes. They soon return with some daisies, and by the time the patrol is refreshed and ready to gather some more herbs. That's really cute since Timmy and Wild get along. Mantis Breeze pads along, mouth open slightly as he scents for any trace of herbs. Oh, he can smell some raspberries nearby, but it seems they are just over the border. Which border? Mantis Breeze was about to step over the border when a hiss stops him in his tracks. A Moss Clan warrior bounds into view, bristling. However, the warrior realizes who the other cat is. They quickly apologize to Mantis Breeze and invite him to gather herbs. Moss Clan is happy to share with friends. That's nice. And time skip. Okay, no births or deaths. Wastar is no longer sore. Wildbeam notices Skip Fluff limping. Skip Fluff seems to be having a lot of issues, and Wildbeam is always the one helping her. Koala has recovered from birthing. Oh, Air Dancer fell from a cliff and broke her leg. Ravenclaw's running nose has stopped running. Brindle Noise no longer has a white cough. Ooh, apprentices. Silpaw has been waiting for this moment. She'll finally be a mediator apprentice, guided by Calypso, on how to solve the clan's issues. Her one goal in life. We got a new mediator. Oh, and found some mysterious forget-me-not flowers growing in the frost. Eclipse Kit no longer has a running nose and is mentored to Twig Bark. Abysspaw hopes that Perdido is watching from StarClan with pride as she is apprenticed to Wastar. I wonder if Wasp found out that Abysspaw has potential dreamwalking. Echostone tries not to hiss as her litter suckles. She loves them, she does, but giving birth was so painful, and the area feels swollen and infected now. That's not good. While Star shows he can still run and jump around just like any other cat, I wonder if he's showing off to Abysspaw. Make sure no area of the territory is overhunted. Broke your bone. Getting some looks after speaking out of turn during a clan meeting. Do you, not get along with Wasp still? Where's Wasp? Look at this platonic love. Like, there's a little bit of dislike, but come on, it's Timmy. But, like, look at that. That's cute. Yeah, you still dislike Wasp. Got startled by a squirrel. Gives herbs to an injured loner. Maybe stop doing that. Calypso had a nice chat with cat from their clan at the border. Let me actually do some crushes this moon. Most of them are kind of getting together, but we'll see. Let's see. Twig and Mantis. Like, look at this. Happy Pride Month. Let's see how many couples we can get. Looking for a pair to sabotage? Oh. Who would we sabotage? Interesting. Maybe Wasp and Raven? Silt Paw helps a shy clanmate get closer to one of her friends. She's charismatic, oddly observant. She's really cute with her little forget-me-nots. Helps a shy clanmate. Let's see. There is... Oh, Pride's dead. Maybe Timmy Sparkle. Not mediated. Went out to hunt by herself. Missing her litter mates. Again, I'm kind of just skipping through because I kind of want to end stream so I can eat now. Sharing tongues of Echo Stone, who has an infection from the litter. Slipped On volunteers to lead a patrol. I hear Cujo barking again. Oh god, Yoshi's running up. He's gonna bark too. They're mostly just setting good examples and, like, craving mice and stuff. I'm gonna go help the dogs. I'm back. Ignore that I'm out of breath. Stairs suck. Also, what she was barking at was a squirrel just sitting right outside. Taunting. So, you know. Bark back, assert dominance. Echo Stone is worrying Kettlinger is overworking himself. Man, even if you're bloodthirsty, I don't want you to die from birth. Tulip Speckle wants to get to know Stepdusk better. Goes to help a kit that stumbled over their own paws. Cute. Had a nice chat with a cat from another clan at the border. Critiquing Larksnar's fighting techniques. Gave a badger ride to Antkin and is now being begged by more kittens to do the same. Cute. You think you almost got into 5 wrecks because squirrels are obsessed with running into the roads? Yoshi, on a walk, so for context, when we're walking, there is no street, like, for civilians to walk on. We have a road and then a tiny bit of, like, mountain grass area that isn't, like, walkable on. So when we walk, we need to walk on the road that is a single lane. So only one car can fit on this road. So every time a car goes by, I have to shove the dogs over to the side of the street and have them sit there. Like a couple weeks ago, Yoshi escaped his collar, playing Mossball with a biscuit. Luckily, the car was, like, barely moving, but Yoshi's a little idiot, and he ran, and he basically got run over, but not quite. He got, like, hit by the wheel that was barely moving. He rolled, and then he ran back to me. Dogs. Why are you trying to chase a car? Anyway, he was fine. He's fine, and he does still try to get the car. Dogs have no brain cells. Yeah. Slate tells them the medicine cat done. Giving advice to Mantis Breeze. Wonders how a biscuit is doing. Look at this. That's so cute. Eclipse Paw looks like a little fox. Or a maned wolf. You're charismatic, confident with words. Abysspaw spent all morning practicing and mastering the hunting crouch. Responsible, restless sleeper, careful listener. Cujo is barking again. Insists the warriors eat before her. Taunted a dog. Saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Gives the sternest lectures of any JayClan cat. Eavesdropping on Siltpaw. Can't keep up with Step Dusk. Can't find Branch Muzzle anywhere. Is worried about making mistakes. You're okay, you're a baby. Wonders who her mentor will be. And patrol time. I want to send out all the new babies. So Abysspaw, you can get with Wasp. Begins to quiz Abysspaw on what the best strategy is for catching it. There's a wooded valley just below where the fresh is foraging. Abysspaw would approach from there. Good job. And Eclipsepaw can go out with Twigbark. Eclipsepaw seems distracted during training, constantly glancing in the direction of the border. Eventually, after Twigbark presses her, Eclipsepaw admits that she had a conversation with a kitty pet on patrol yesterday. You are getting up into stuff immediately. Whether being friends with a kitty pet was being disloyal to JayClan. You can hear their claws. Oh, I proceeded against the JayClan law. It's okay, we didn't hunt it. We were just talking about how to hunt it. I forgot. Twigbark reassures Eclipsepaw that having friends outside of JayClan was okay so long as her loyalty was to JayClan first and foremost. Relieved, Eclipsepaw promises that it is and thanks Twigbark. Thunder, Tulip Speckle, Tumbleram. Actually, no, I just want to send out like all the new mates, like Wildbeam and Lark Snarf. We gathered Rosemary for once we didn't step on a thorn. I read the username that you were replying to and thought you were like trying to warn of a malware game. I already sent out Wasp. Tulip can go out with Rocky. A storm descends. Lovely. Vervain isn't available. That might be the only available mates right now. Yeah. Okay. Garlic Fall can go out with Hollyleaf, Snapthistle, Tumbleram, Brindle Noise, and Pepper Patch. Fat Rabbit on the other side of the Viper Clan border. Garlic Fall leaps for the rabbit, making a swift kill just before a Viper Clan patrol comes into view. The Viper Clan cats seem miffed by this trespass, but not yet hostile thanks to your alliance. Thankfully, Garlic Fall smooths things over with the other patrol by graciously gifting them the rabbit. They part ways, fortunately without damaging the relationship between the clans. Calamari, Raven, Branch Muzzle, Zinnia Storm. Snowy Wooded Slips, Calamari explains the idea he had for squirrel hunting. We catch some squirrels. Barkstorm slipped on. Sorry, kitty pet. Garlic Fall is like a good cat and his daughter is a menace. Yeah. Tree Holly can go out. We see a shrew. We catch a shrew. Let's send out Mantis with someone. Big Storm. Mantis Breeze noticed that Big Storm seems more quiet than usual. Big Storm slowly asked Mantis Breeze if they could teach her more about the nature of StarClan. Mantis Breeze eventually relents and begins teaching Big Storm more about StarClan and the nature of prophecies. Big Storm takes it in quickly, marveling at her ancestors. She attempts to bug Mantis Breeze about any recent prophecies, but Mantis Breeze only laughs and gets the patrol back on track for herbs. And then Timmy can go out with Thunder. We see moss. We get a bunch of moss. And then Septus, Cloudspots, and Furled. Large dog. Septus selflessly takes on the lion's share of the run of the patrol, leads the dog on, exhausting himself beyond the point of danger, but leaving the dog far away from JayClan borders. Good job. And this next moon, I believe, is the last. Yep. Hello, Oliver. I am tired, and I'm blanking on who Oliver is, but hello. Shardfall is suddenly struck by a sharp pain. She's found later that day dead. Sad. 169 moons old. Yeah, you were really old. Koala is caught outside clan territory. Pepper Patch has a running nose. Sparklemore was rejected by Calypso. For Veinclaw comes the Timmy feeling like her weak leg is going to collapse under her from the pain of the joints. Brindle Noise has gotten a stomach ache. Echo Stone's infection is gone and feels back to normal. Glade Kit has a stomach ache, and rest in peace, Shardfall. I don't remember who Oliver is. Is Oliver from an accidentally stealing a baby from a mom patrol? Maybe. Lost Star is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Air Dancer pokes her head into the leader's den. You still have a broken bone. Probably just checking on things. Timmy purrs as a cool breeze hits them. Mantis Breeze insists everyone eat chamomile leaves at Moon High. Little concerning. Those are for traveling. Wildbane wonders if she could borrow some catmint from the other clans. Calypso wonders at all that Skipfluff has seen and done. Let's... Hi. Happy Pride Month. Let's do Air Dancer and someone. Let's see, who doesn't have a mate? There we go. And then for also the what ifs, we can also do this. There we go. Wonders what living with two legs must be like. And Siltpaw is stuck on tick duty today. Brought Mantis Breeze a berry to identify. Complains about being sent on Dawn Patrol the moment you get back. Or join in general. Calamari is craving fish. Fitting. Walking on the territory while you have yellow cough, probably not a good idea. No. Wondering how her old clan is doing. Hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Wants to compliment Furled's fighting techniques. Has been catching the most prey on the latest hunting patrols. Thinking about a strange two-legged object that they saw recently. Feeling underappreciated. Finding Sparkle more annoying. Considers multiple outcomes before making a decision. Just after living life as a loader. I do not remember Oliver, I'm sorry. Pepper Patch is staring off into space. Echo Stone tries to set a good example. Jumps around on patrol. Chats with Mantis Breeze about what it's like to be a medicine cat. Gets an injured clanmate a piece of fresh kill. Oliver is from Moss Clan. Oh, was Oliver the cat that Moss Clan accidentally stole the babies of? And then I think during the recoding, they added Oliver to JayClan. Brindle Noise has been washing her paws a lot lately. Looking around camp. Looking forward to finding more prey. Wants to climb the tallest tree in the territory, but you have a bite wound still. In awe of Magpie Freckles' conflict resolution skills. Oliver was the baby that wasn't stolen. I see. Abysspaw is fetching Echo Stone for another cat that was looking for her. Recounting daring expeditions to the younger cats. Daring expeditions like the time you were talking to a tree? Is always a cheerful presence around camp. Asking Mantis Breeze an important question. Debating on which prey to take from the fresh kill pile. Ooh, next moon we get to start with more apprentices. Next stream, I mean. New apprentice. Trying to force his way into being allowed to guard camp. Frozen Kit is annoying older cats. Crag Kit doesn't want to be an apprentice because she's afraid of disappointing the clan. Aw, baby. And Glade Kit is batting at a beam of sunlight. Patrol time. Final ones. Before I patrol it all, any specific cats you want me to send out together? I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. I'm gonna send out... Okay, I'll send out Slip with Wasp, and we'll see if they end up getting stuck in the snow. I will be bringing along Abysspaw, though. Abysspaw admits she thinks she had a vision from StarClan. No one can make sense of the vision. Interesting. Maybe some dream stuff happening. Okay, Barkstorm and Stepdusk. Just double checking. Ew, there's an ad on my Spotify that's like ASMR that I don't like. I don't like it. As the branches of the oak trees start to green, Wildbeam heads out to collect its leaves for clanmates coming along. Many paws will make light work after all. The trees Wildbeam finds don't look particularly safe to climb, and Wildbeam is forced to give up on the idea of oak leaves gathering for today. Her clanmates are secretly pleased not having to spend the day gathering herbs. Let's see. I already sent out Eclipse. I already sent out Wild. Mentors and apprentices together, so that's just Eclipse and Twig. Ooh, Twig Bark gets a sprain. Eclipse Paw trots over, telling Twig Bark to take it easy and lean on her. Cute. Someone said 6 cat patrol. So. Okay. Rocky Pelt, Thunder, Pepper Patch, Hollyleaf, Raven, and Cloud Spots. Sorry. I'm gonna do one solo. Zinnia Storm. Was it sent by StarClan? Can't make sense of it. And then Timmy can go out with Snapfizzle. We get Rosemary and take care of the burial grounds. 1 cat border. Do you have a specific cat you want in mind for 1 cat border? Larksnarf. You might kill Wild's mate. Stunned for a moment, Larksnarf is nearly caught in the teeth of the first rogue, but she uses her superior knowledge of the rocky terrain to dodge and weave through the onslaught of attacks, eventually escaping the fray and pelting towards camp with yowls of warning. Congratulations, you didn't kill Larksnarf. Tree or Brindle solo. I'm not going to specifically do border. Wasp would be cautious, especially because rogues just attacked us. Mantis and a bunch of warriors. Mantis heads out to gather daisy leaves. He assembles a little group of warriors to help him carry the herbs. Daisies may seem like part of everyday carpeted greenery, present everywhere from rocks to fields to nestled at the foot of trees, but that doesn't make their leaves any less useful. And there's some dandelions nearby. Perfect. With a larger patrol, the cats bring back a good haul, and Mantis Breeze makes sure to thank everyone for their assistance. You also said Brindle solo patrol, so... Red Fox. Brindle Noise is smaller, alone, and half the Red Fox's weight, but it has a prize that she's willing to fight for. For prayer to StarClan, she throws herself into the battle. The fox, already stuffed, unwilling to lose blood over it, leaves the kill with a grumble. And I'm going to send out the rest in groups of 2, so Oliver and Tulip. Oh, well, I already sent out 2. I could send out 4. Last 4. Oh. Okay, the patrol descends into battle without a second thought, easily driving the rogues away. Okay. Thought we were going to end on a very sad note, but that is the year. That is the year of JayClan. We're on free pages again because I was sad and wanted babies. The White Cat Patrol. But yeah, art-wise, we're going to be drawing Calypso and Siltpaw. So that's fun. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to end stream, and I'm going to eat something because it is free 25, and I forgot to eat. So I will see you next time.